if we can combine that renovation to where they're guaranteed to go through the nature reserve every single day, yes. Yes, it would. So let me get all this cleaned up and get the levels in, and we'll go from there. Dear Echo, when you drain the water tank with all the water, can we please also move the bleachstone storage? Thanks. This will be much better here. And I'm also hoping that the dupes are going to be able to load up the bleachstone without coming down this far on the ladder, but we'll see. Another problem we're having is this vent is slowly dropping off more and more water, as pretty much designed. It's all coming from the desalinator. Except because there's a tile worth of carbon dioxide here, I'm worried that this vent will not shut off. I'm actually waiting to see if it does. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to put a tile in here and destroy the carbon dioxide, which we'll probably do eventually anyways, but I like doing these sort of experiments just to find out. And sadly, it looks like we're one tile too low for Eilart not to get wet when loading up the bleachstone. Now, we could move this up, but then that would ruin my perfect levels here. So no, the dupes are just gonna have to deal with the sopping wet. I mean, Stress is doing okay right now. I think we have a little bit of flex room. And I'm sorry, DK Oz, it is time for some renovations. So we're going to have to remove your wonderful massage table. It makes sense that DK Oz is always the most stressed out because they do all the digging. So quite literally, they're always sort of in front of the action, not being able to breathe, getting wet, etc., etc. And there I go again with the back-to-back etceteras. I did hear a great reason for the back-to-back etceteras. It just means a little bit more of the etc. But at this point, it's bugging me so much, I'm just trying to say it once. Now we need to decide where we actually want the carbon skimmer. Because the carbon skimmer requires water, it sort of limits where we can put it. Because all of the regular water would end up freezing down here because it's below 0 degrees. Not too big of a deal, we could just put it right inside this ranch, but then we're still going to have a bunch of carbon dioxide up here. Which then brings up bigger discussions on build strategy here on this colony. This is a very small planetoid. So what is our end goal with this? We know we're going to have another colony over on the other side of the teleporter, and being that we're going to be sending this into the late game, that planetoid is going to be fully colonized as well. Now, because we have uranium and bees here, it's going to give us access to nuclear power. But other than that, this colony doesn't have a lot of resources. I mean, only 2 water geysers, and then a carbon dioxide geyser and a carbon dioxide vent. Oh, thank you, Randy. In Verilyn over here, which is our connected asteroid,
Oh my god, okay.
isn't too much better, though. It only has a carbon dioxide vent, a liquid sulfur geyser, a hot polluted oxygen vent, and an infectious polluted oxygen vent. Oh, thanks again. The reason why I mention all that is because
Yes!
you
I almost
typically
died at the
wanna
last
decide
jump!
where your
Are you
long-term
serious? I got so
primary
close to
colony
dying at
is
the
gonna
last
be
jump.
based on where your resources and
Oh my-
your
I
space
thought I'd-
program is going to be. And considering both of our starting planetoids are horrible at best, it doesn't give us a lot of reasons to sway one way or the other. In
I
the
beat
end,
Epsilon,
though,
dude.
I think this is still going to be our
Yes.
primary colony. For one,
I tried
for
to beat
nuclear,
this, like,
but for 2,
literally probably
we have
5
the
years
water
ago.
here. And I can't believe I got into that huge
Oh,
conversation
yes.
that all started with, where are we going to put a carbon skimmer? I'm not even sure how I ended up there.
Oh, yes,
Probably when I was
baby.
thinking about where this
Oh,
colony is
yeah.
going to start and
Oh,
sort of finish
yeah.
in
That's
terms
awesome.
of where the duplicants live. But for now,